Hello, my friends, and welcome to 5 for the Future for this week, the week of May 13th. Let's jump into the 5 topics that stood out to me recently as signals of change that could impact your small business. I'll summarize the story and share why you should care. Ready to get started? Here are our 5 topics for this week: anti-aging, design innovations, immigration, EVs and Tesla, and new uses for AI. EVs and Tesla. In positive EV news this month, Ford announced an increase of 97% in sales this year as compared to last year. Prices for EVs are starting to trend downward, which is helping sales. And in California, the EV Mecca, there is now 1 EV charging station for every 5 gas stations. Plus, all those EVs have led to a decrease in CO2 emissions in areas in California that have the most EVs. Now, moving on to the negative news. First, about 20% of EV chargers fail when being used, a pretty poor statistic if you're counting on that charge to keep you going. And next, Tesla, which still sells about half of all EVs in the US, is struggling with lower sales numbers, including for its Cybertruck, and with accusations of fraud related to claims on the self-driving systems. Beyond that, Tesla laid off most of its charging team recently, a concern for many EV manufacturers that rely on Tesla superchargers as the industry standard. The company plans to slow its expansion but not eliminate it. All of this could alter the landscape for EV charging and help change the mindset of charging being equivalent to filling up with gas. So what does all this mean for you and your small business? The most obvious message is that unless you're located in California, I don't see a huge rush to install an EV charger in your company parking lot. But one reason why this story matters is how this whole industry is playing out. EV charging is considered to be the Wild West these days, with lots of new startups building up networks and lots of M&A activity. Where there is disruption, there is opportunity. Can you serve the companies in this market? Can you find other equally disruptive markets who are going to be more open to working with anyone who could help them gain a competitive advantage? What might the future look like? The crazy thing is that the rapid EV charging along the highway may ultimately become a thing of the past as we continue to develop technology that allows for wireless EV charging while driving on the highway. Imagine a future where the highway is full of practically silent cars and trucks, many of which are driverless, that don't need to stop for gas or charging, or even a rest stop if the driver is the vehicle. Talk about disrupting a market. All right, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope these 5 topics and my take on them get you thinking about how these signals of change could ultimately impact your small business. Join me again in 2 weeks. Thanks.